In the early 1980s, Chief Ornell Fuller, head of the Midway Volunteer Fire Department, had a vision that no child in Midway would go without something to open on Christmas morning.
We've been doing this for over 30 years, and we started a small operation, small doing it, and it just grew and grew and grew. Country people don't actually have the same privileges as people live in town, and so we thought we'd bring something to the country that they didn't do in town, drive along the streets and hand out toys and treat bags.
And so, it began. What started as a small act of kindness soon blossomed into something much bigger. Year after year, this Christmas tradition grew, transforming from simple brown paper bags to stockings filled with fruit and nuts. Thanks to the generosity of organizations like Toys for Tots and the unwavering support of the Chavez County community, what began as Chief Fuller's idea has become a true family affair, one that spans generations.
This has always been a family affair. The Midway Fire Department, all my children were on the fire department. My grandchildren now work for the city of Roswell. One of them's the deputy chief of Roswell. The other one's the aviation person at the base. And so it's always been a family thing, and hopefully that's the way it'll always be.
The Fuller family, spanning across several generations, works together at the firehouse. For the Fuller family, this tradition is not just something they do, it's a way of life.
What it's become is part of, not only is it our Midway Fire Department family, it's our Christmas Eve tradition, but we've become part of every family in Midway's tradition. They know that they can come out on Christmas Eve, and they know just about what time, because we do it every year. They know what time to come out with their families, and a lot of times families will bring hot chocolate or cookies or tamales and share with us. And so it's pretty awesome to be part of everybody's Christmas tradition.
For the past several years, one man has embodied the spirit of Santa in Midway. And while the fire truck may have changed over the years, one thing has remained constant: the joy he brings to children every Christmas Eve.
My best memory is I had this little boy that just ran up to me, so excited to see Santa Claus. He just didn't care about toys or anything else. He was just so excited about seeing Santa Claus.
It's more than just filling stockings. It's about keeping the Christmas spirit alive. It's about showing children year after year that no matter the challenges life may bring, their community will always stand by them. It begins in earnest on December 23rd. Volunteers, young and old, gather at the firehouse, some for the first time, others for the 20th, 30th, or 38th. Together, they begin the task of filling stockings with gifts, each one a token of joy, of hope. The work is tireless. The station hums with activity as the stockings are filled and sorted. By the time Christmas Eve arrives, the volunteers have spent countless hours preparing for one singular purpose: to bring joy to the children of Midway.
Well, it's a joy to us to see that we're making the community happy about something, and it's nothing negative. It's something they can enjoy, and we like to do that. If we make them happy, that's what we like to do. Besides save their lives or save their houses, it's just being nice to them and letting them see that we're regular people and we like to do good things, and that's the way we do it.
And it is nice to be able to see everybody when they're not in their worst need, the worst time of their life, when they have called 911. We're able to see them, just on a regular basis, and that's really good public relations for us.
On Christmas Eve, the magic truly begins. As night falls and the chill of winter sets in, a convoy of fire trucks, all aglow with lights, begins its slow journey through the town. The sound of sirens signals the arrival of something special. Families, young and old, stand at the end of their streets, waiting for their turn, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. Hot cocoa is passed around, treats are shared, and neighbors who haven't seen each other in months reconnect, all while the fire trucks roll by, delivering Christmas cheer. And when the fire trucks finally arrive, the true magic of Christmas takes form. Santa, riding behind a fire truck, smiles down at the eager faces of the children. The stockings, carefully prepared and filled with love, are handed out to the children, their excitement radiating through the cold winter air. For many, this is a moment they've waited for all year, just as their parents did before them. Some of these parents, now standing proudly beside their children, once stood in the very same spot, eagerly awaiting the arrival of Santa and the fire truck.
This has been actually happening for a long time. I'm 46 and we were doing this when I was a kid. And Santa used to ride on top of the fire truck, but it's something that brings back a lot of memories, and I'm glad that my kids now can do it again, 40 years later, and it's kind of a tradition that's just generational. So I'm so thankful that they do this, and they do this every year out of the kindness of their hearts. And a lot of people don't realize how much time and effort it actually does take to put this together, and the time that they come out here on Christmas Eve to help everybody out. And like I said, I have very fond memories myself, so I'm hoping you guys continue to keep doing this for many years to come.
Neighbors young and old stand together outside, sipping hot cocoa and chatting as they watch the fire trucks pass by. There is a sense of warmth, unity, and joy in the air. This is more than just a gift delivery. It's a community coming together. It's neighbors joining hands, old friends reconnecting, and children experiencing the same magic their parents did decades ago. In Midway, Christmas is not just about the presents. It's about the people, the bonds, and the spirit of togetherness. The convoy of fire trucks moves slowly through the streets of Midway, the glow of Christmas lights illuminating the homes. The fire trucks continue on their path, delivering gifts and spreading joy as families wave goodbye from their porches. For 38 years, these volunteers have given of themselves each Christmas Eve. They spend hours, days even, preparing for this moment, ensuring that every child in Midway experiences the true spirit of Christmas.
Our goal is to try to help remind them that Christmas is a time for being thankful that Jesus was born on this day, and so we want to remind people that it's a time to be grateful. And so we're going to try to spread as much cheer as we can.
They do it not for recognition, but because they believe in the power of giving, in the strength of community, and in the joy that comes from sharing.
The main thing is do unto others you'd have them do unto you, and you'll find out your life will be a lot happier.
This year, their work has been especially meaningful. For many families in Midway, this Christmas could have been a bleak one. In the wake of devastating floods that left homes destroyed and lives upended, this tradition has become a beacon of hope. For those whose lives were touched by the floods, this year's gifts mean so much more. What once seemed like a dismal Christmas now feels filled with hope. A gift from a neighbor, a stocking from Santa, is more than just a toy. It's a reminder that no matter what happens, the spirit of Christmas, of community, of love will always endure.
The whole thing that we do is being able to bring joy to all the community, and to see that so many people that we are able to touch.
As the fire trucks disappear into the distance, their lights fading into the night, one thing is clear. The spirit of Christmas lives on in Midway. Through the Fuller family, through the volunteers, and through every person who believes in the power of kindness, this tradition will continue for another 38 years and beyond. For in Midway, Christmas is more than just a holiday, it's a way of life.
Merry Christmas!